Spring is an important thing for all sorts of work. Well, Safe America now is also focusing on public safety. And you know, one of the things that we did recently was have a conversation with the Roswell Police Chief, James Conroy, and you'll see how he's thinking to help make things better around North Fulton County. With human trafficking, what are some of the things that you'd like to see this year?
Yeah, so human trafficking, big challenge to law enforcement, and it's going on right in front of everybody's face. That people have to recognize it. The human trafficking we're dealing with predominantly now is in the illegal and illicit spas. They have human trafficking victims. They're moving around the country, and as soon as they get charged here, they'll go to another location. There is organized crime involved, which presents another challenge. But getting the victims to accept help is a big challenge because a lot of them don't speak English, and they have nowhere to go, and this is the only life they know. So it's hard to get them to accept assistance. So having the resources is one, and then being able to get them to accept assistance is another big hurdle.
Well, another thing we heard here at the Roswell Rotary Club several months ago, a speaker from South Carolina who was talking about sextortion and how it got his son involved and how tragic it was because his son committed suicide. Well, as you think about some of these other things, how American teenagers are a little bit different, encouraged to get into sex, and maybe they do push other people, and how that's also a problem. Is there some way we can grow something called PAL, Protecting All Lives, and teaching teenagers how to be a little bit more, normal rather than to get involved in some bad things?
Yeah, that's it's challenging. We of course, didn't have the internet when I was a kid, and now kids have instant access to the internet, which has everything available in the world, and it's unsupervised, and that's the challenge, is to supervise their communication. We mentioned that I had two daughters. When they started getting into TikTok when they were young, I logged on and was following them, and then I sent them a message, and they're like, "How did you find us?" And I was like, "It was very simple. I found where you were," and so you've got to control what you put out there, the information you put out, make your accounts private. The kids need to be educated on some of the risks of all that information being available.
Well, that's an example of what all fathers need to do for their teenagers, and there's more work now, isn't there?
Absolutely. It's tough, and the adults sometimes know much less than the kids about the technology. So you can find something that'll lock their phone down, the kid will find the workaround, and the adults don't know that it exists.
Well, we're working to try to help some high schools and see what we can do together.
Absolutely. Thank you.
We look forward to working with the Roswell Police Chief and with Safe America having done years ago to help 150,000 babies who need to have child car seats. Well, we're looking to see if we can do this with the Roswell Police. And we also had done this with Walmart nationally. And we look forward to seeing if we can do this again with Walmart, which has been a great, great company. Now, Safe America is also doing some other important work this spring, and again, how we will fight human trafficking and things that we have been doing also to help teens to become PALs, protecting all lives. We'll look forward to doing more with Knights of Columbus and see what they can do to teach PALs, and we'll also be working more to help homeless veterans who are in bad shape across North Fulton, Cobb, and Cherokee counties. So we look forward to working in Alpharetta with the American Legion and the VFW, plus Colonel's Cup Foundation, Johns Creek Veterans Association, and a number of other nonprofits that are helping to do good work for veterans.
Be safe, America.